Hey everybody, Shane here, daily-astrocat.com, and I went to hit my record button and it didn't hit on the camera, so I spared myself of that frustration, right? Today is Sunday, the 28th of December, and we've got astrology for you. Look, the moon in Aries is going to be void of course today. It's going to be void of course at 9:13 in the evening, okay? It's not going to be that long a void of course because it's going to actually enter, let's see, it'll enter Taurus. When will we enter Taurus? Well, we don't know. All right, so anyway, it's going to enter Taurus on Monday, so let's check this out, shall we? Enter Taurus, 8:57. So that's a kind of long void of course, but fortunately for most of us in the United States, we'll be sleeping for it. So anyway, what else do we got for you? Well, look, it's Sunday and things are going to get weirder still, okay? That tightly focused Aries energy that we've been, the lunar energy that we've been feeling, we want to let it loose today. We want to give it some slack. We want to just let it go. Okay, why do we want to do that? Well, look, go ahead. You dreamed it, right? Now give it a shot. This is the first day of the week of my 2026 forecasts, okay? Ho, 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 ho. Talk about beginnings, right? We're beginning a new calendar year with this particular day right here. It's just the way it works. It's the way I've been keeping track of these things. I believe I started on January 1st, 1 year or something like that, but it's just a catalog system. It's a filing system that I use to keep track of my episodes and stuff like that. I number them by the week and by the year. So it's the year first and the week. So, I've got 52 in the can, right? So, hey, here we go. So, look, first day of this 2026, right? Now, it seems kind of anticlimactic, to tell you the truth, because we know it's coming, but surprise, it's here already, right? We know that 2026 is coming because it's going to be here on Thursday, New Year's Day, right? So, what are you going to do with the focused energy? What will you do with this energy, okay? I'm starting a new year right now, today, this particular broadcast, okay? Now, in any event, think about this. You've got highly focused energy. You can actually put this to use for you. Now, it can be creative. It can be romantic. It can be a project, right? Yeah, Yeah, we're working on some stuff here. My wife, I was working all day today, and she was off today. Yesterday. That would be yesterday. So, it came home, and it's like, okay, hey, I've been thinking about some money and budgeting stuff. Okay, well, hello, Capricorn season, right? Sun in Capricorn, Venus in Capricorn, both conjunct. Yeah, that fills the bill quite nicely, right? So... Let's just say this, right? You have until the moon is void of course later on today. And today's keyword is beginning. And that's with a question mark, like beginning? Yeah, we're beginning something. So the color is a shiny metallic red, kind of like this guy right here, right? That's a shiny metallic red. I like that color. So anyway, it's a very Aries color. The moon in Aries with the sun and Venus in Capricorn has brought about some strange commitments here at Astrology. Yes, that's where we're at right now, right? We are using the Sirius energy of Mars in Capricorn to really drill down on some nagging personal issues regarding... not surprisingly or surprisingly, if you've been listening to me long enough, joint finances and health, okay? Especially health. The moon is conjunct with Chiron today, so that's to be expected. Yeah, that's what I usually interpret that to mean. So, the moon... Now, not expected is how absolutely easy it is to get on board with some of these changes, okay? That Venus agreeable energy, right? We use it to attract things to ourselves, and consequently, it can be used to attract others to us or us to them. So these ideas and everything like that are kicking around are very, very Capricorn in their nature, right? Earthy, like, you don't get much more earthier than finances and stuff like that. The moon was actually square with Jupiter, and Jupiter is in Cancer. So that's kind of getting your house in order. Jupiter is retrograde in Cancer. So we've been talking a lot about, the house things and trying to get things done. Well, we were doing that with a huge focus. Now remember, Jupiter is exalted in the sign of Cancer. So what else do we got going on here? Well, think about it. What we're not expecting is it's easy because retrograde Jupiter is reigning in our impulses at this time because it's retrograde, right? We want to stop spending as much money as we have. We want to stop doing this. The holidays are over, so now it's time to be like, okay, let's just be circumspect about this. And this is a good thing because it comes at a very great time. All right, so Venus is in down-to-earth, is in a down-to-earth kind of mood, and that will show up in our relationships. Right, if you're in a new relationship or starting a new relationship, yes, creatively, we're being challenged. Okay, got a little bit of Saturn opposition going on there. Now, I know more of I know I'm more of an astrological educator than a crisply edited collection of sound bites. It's just the way I am. I prefer to sound natural and organic. I just don't like cutting myself up into like Max Headroom kind of things. Spontaneity is very important to me. The moon in Aries touches off a competitive vibe in me that's more so than many other people because my moon is in Aries, so is my sun. Now, what is beginning for you over the course of the next few days? Think about that. Does it involve a significant other, or is it creativity-based, or is it firmly rooted in your day job? Just let me know. There's some things that we're working on here, right? We're trying to work towards this bigger cycle. We went over those cycles the other day, and these cycles are very important because we're going to be starting a big one. We're starting big ones coming February. This 2026 thing is coming up, first day of 2026 right here. Well, my 2026. But this is where we're heading. This is where we're going. So this is why you tune in here to this, because we're talking about it months in advance. Now, the moon trine Mercury is the last aspect before the moon enters Taurus. That's what makes it a void of course moon, right? No other aspect. Now, you can have a quincunx or something like that. Yep, but it's got to be a Ptolemaic aspect, one of the sextiles or the trines or the squares or, quincunxes, they don't count. So, although those yods are pretty cool, right? And if you don't know what a yod is, you should be listening more. Put it in the comments. I'll message you with a link to the yod broadcast. Okay, so now it's easy to feel good about this new sequence that we're initiating, right? But just don't take it out of context, right? Put it in context with the whole season, because that's really what we have to do. The words are going to come up against Saturn, and the language we use will need to evolve accordingly, okay? Expressing yourself is merely the beginning. Following through on this is essential. The coming full moon in Cancer is going to be the culmination that we have been waiting for, because we've been on this journey since the sun was in Cancer, way long time ago, 6 months ago, right? So that's pretty much what I got for you. I really appreciate everybody's comments, everybody's, I love the comments. I love the likes. I love everything about that, right? The shares, the saving it for later, especially with this big episode, right? The shorter episode kind of gets a little bit of attention. This one here, really, we just dig into the nuts, the nuts and bolts of everything. This is where you come to learn some things about astrology, not just be, talk to her, have some cutesy little things saying, oh, you're feeling like this. Okay, no. So in 1993, and we do history too, because it's fun, Andrea Bocelli makes his classical debut singing at a concert in Teatro Romolo Rivali in Reggio Emilia in Italy, okay? And our birth is in 1905. It's one guy named Cliff Arquette. Now, not a household name, right? But if you watched Hollywood Squares back in the day, or on MeTV, or one of those, the game show network, right? He's Charlie Weaver on the Hollywood Squares. Yeah, that guy, corner, right? I think so. Anyway, born in Toledo, Ohio, and he died in 1974, and that's all I got for you. So anyway, let's recap, shall we? The color is shiny metallic red, and the keyword is beginning. Beginning? With a question mark. All right, so inflection. All right, so thank you everybody for watching. Okay, appreciate it very much. Leave me comments. Give me a like. Give me a share. Do that stuff, right? Today is the 6th. Happy astrocatting.